I was starting to boogie with that music.
You just get all excited because it's like playing the intro and then all of a sudden it's done.
Oh, hey, everyone. Good to be here.
Hello. So Kathy Ellinger says, you two are the busiest people I know. I hope you have gotten some rest. Shelley as well. So thank you, Kathy.
Yes. All right. So this is our industry update for authors. We do it twice a month, right?
And yeah, once a month.
Once a month?
It just comes around really fast.
See, I thought we did it twice a month. There you go. All right. Well, this is our industry update for authors spring 2025.
So since this is our monthly, or we're doing the monthly, or we're doing, gosh, and I can't even start over because
it's live.
We're doing the Take Action Challenge. And last week we talked about our presence and kind of assessing where we are online, in person, who we know, what we're really leveraging, what we need to leverage, what we're doing well, all of that. Thanks, Anne. So we're talking about like, what should we do for the update? Well, we thought maybe what we could do is talk about 5 of the top ways that the industry experts are saying people are being reached with your messages. So this is part of assessing your presence, as think through some of the things that we're talking about and see if perhaps one of these ways or 2 of these ways could be one of your primary or secondary focuses as we step into week 2. So, Athena.
All right. The first one that is working well for authors is short form video, because it continues to drive engagement. So platforms like Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, and TikTok are still top performing tools for visibility, even for authors. And so I have to confess to you right now that I need to take this advice, because I do long form video instead of short form video, because my 3 times a week lives are about 15 minutes. But there is an easy way to create clips that are short form video, 60 seconds or less, from those longer items. So I just need to get going on that. So just being transparent, as you know, I always like to be. So what does this mean for your plan? Number 1, don't ignore video. Even a 15-second story behind the book, or a scripture encouragement, or a reader review. Those things seem simple, but they can go a long way. And add 1 simple video-based idea to your content strategy for the rest of this year. So only 1 little thing to add.
There you go. I mean, that's good. And so Anne is asking 60 seconds or less. And yes, in fact, less is more.
Like less is more.
Less
so
is more. Less
30 seconds is better.
Yeah, because if you think about when you're scrolling on Instagram and you're doing reels, like if it gets too long, I just skip on past it. Like you got to capture me in the first like 5-10 seconds or else I'm out.
Okay, so you want to maybe shoot for 15 seconds and don't do what I do. Well, hey, happy Monday. How's it going? Wasting all that intro time.
Well, but yours is a different purpose. Yours isn't the capture reel. Yours is the actual, like, actually staying focused and drawing people in. So a live is different than a short. Just think of it that way. So Maria is here from Texas. Maria, so good to see you. Gosh, it's been forever. And Dell is here. Dell, I was working on your cover today. So very exciting. Okay. Number 2, and you're not going to be surprised by this, but email is still king. But personalized email is the key.
Mm.
So email newsletters still remain one of the highest converting tools for authors, but readers are tuning out broadcast style updates. I need to make my font bigger. So what does it mean for your plan to do some type of an email that is more personalized? So using storytelling in your emails are a great way to connect with your reader, offering value, not just a bunch of announcements. Consider segmenting your list. So you might have people that really are on different platforms or different threads, especially someone like an Anne Griffith who has several different people that they're trying to reach. You may want to kind of break that up. And if you haven't started a welcome series, go ahead and start that right now. Like if you have some emails, just start talking to them because email still is king.
Nice. Okay, so number 3, direct sales are growing and readers love them. So many authors are increasing profits by selling directly through their websites or platforms like PayHip. I've never heard of PayHip, Shopify, or even BookFunnel. And what that means for your plan, if you're planning to launch this year, explore bundling your book with bonuses or devotionals and offering it from your own website. And then promote exclusive offers to your email or Facebook group followers. You always want to give your people on your email list, people in your Facebook group, anyone like that that is part of the community you have created, you want to give them extra and special offers and exclusive things.
Yeah, for sure. And one of the things that we're doing even as a publisher is for people that do a large print run or even a small large print run as we work through this process is we want to help you by offering that as well through the other platforms that we are able to put it on. So that's something we can always explore together. All right. Number 4, AI is reshaping the industry, but human voice still wins. So AI tools really can help with content ideas, caption writing, even some editing that you're doing. But readers really do crave connection and authenticity. It's the difference between going to coffee with a robot and going to coffee with your friend. So what does that mean? It means that you can use tools to help with drafts or planning, but keep your voice in the final product. If you use AI for anything, always go back and look at it and make sure it is really capturing who you are. And even if it's just changing a word or two here and there, a word that you would never say, do that so people will connect. Your personal story and heart are your unique value. So that's where you want to lean in.
So good. All right. And number 5 is micro influencers and niche communities are more valuable than ever. So readers are looking for trusted voices, not just big names. Collaborations and communities are outperforming paid ads. And that does not surprise me. So what does that mean for your plan? First, focus on building real relationships in your niche. Second, join or pitch podcasts, guest blogs, and groups that share your message and your audience. And don't underestimate the power of a small Facebook group or email list because that is your core audience. I think back to that first book that got me into publishing was for Vietnam veterans and their family members. That is a very niche audience. It's, not a huge sea of people to have to tackle and have to get to. The smaller the niche and the more the need, the easier it is to really build into that and pour into that.
Yeah, and Athena, one of the conversations we've been having in our community during our coaching time is the difference. Like, is a Facebook page worth the investment? And as we did this research for this presentation today, to give you the top 5, it came up with, we're not going to just focus on paid ads, because that's what you have to do when you have a page to really gain traction. Collaborations and communities are so much more valuable. And that's what a Facebook group does. So it just reaffirmed what we've been talking about in our coaching time. Nice. So here's just the final kind of push is authors who launch with a strategy win long term. And honestly, that's what we're doing the next 8 weeks is we are putting together that strategy because we want to see you win. We want to see you move ahead and actually make some progress. More than ever, book success comes from strategic visibility over time, not just a release day push. None of you are too far behind in your launching, whether it's the very first book you wrote, Anne, or it is and that was 3 or 4 books ago, or perhaps it's like Maria and Dell and they have their children's book out now. And so I see Maria all the time. Like, she's the busiest promoter ever. Like, she's out there pitching her book and sharing her message because she believes so much in it. And so keep pushing forward, keep that strategy ahead of you, and use this 8-week challenge to build that strategy, not just a quick fix. Focus on those 1 or 2 platforms. So the primary platform that we're really going to hone in on, and then the secondary platform. And then we're going to show up there consistently for 90 days over the summer. So I'm excited to see the leverage and the direction that you all get to take. And perhaps Athena and I might even make a little progress on ours.
I wrote 2 chapters today. Yay!
Yay.
It's not often enough. Oh. All right. Well, Carol, you want to wrap that last part up?
You do it.
Okay. Well, as you build your plan, remember you don't need to chase every trend. Like, pick one thing. Choose the tools and the platforms that are really best serve your message and the people who need it most. If most of your people are on Facebook, then I would stay there. Real connection, steady presence, and intentional action are the most powerful tools in your author toolbox. And we've been harping on all those things, and we will continue to remind you that those perseverance and, finishing the work he's given you to do, which is ongoing, that's the sweet spot we all need to stay in.
Yes. So good. Well, I hope to see what all of you are coming up with each day in our Facebook group. You will get the next step, just in case you did miss it over the coaching session that we had last week. And so you can keep up to date. And we would love to have you be part of our Book Marketing Pro Academy if you have not yet joined it. So thanks for popping in. And we will see you. Actually, Sarah, somebody will see you at some point this week. We got the schedule today. Check your email. It's really busy out there.
God bless you guys. Bye,
everyone.